I am Alaya Marie F. Energo from 3E05 Calapan Cluster. I am assigned in Task 8 to make observation for each of the pillar of learning that is being practiced and make a comparison of global teaching learning landscape before and in the 21st century. Pillar of learning and a specific observation in school. Learning to know. Teachers incorporate problem-solving activities in math classes, encouraging students to explore multiple solutions. It prepares students for learning to know because problem-solving activities involve students in critical thinking and comprehension of concepts. Empowering learners to create and examine multiple solutions aids them to grow in analytical and creative abilities that nurture adaptability and a sense of curiosity toward learning. This does much more than develop logical reasoning and confidence. It also orients students toward the acquisition of skills they will prefer when tackling more constrained and complex problems in the future. Next is learning to do. Students engage in hands-on projects during technology and engineering classes to build prototypes and models. Example for learning to do participative hands-on projects like prototype buildings, models engage in technology and engineering courses. The few activities give students skill in problem solving, creativity, and teamwork. Also help them face the real-world scenarios they usually teach for. Practical projects and prototypes allow students to understand concepts more profoundly, expose them to designing, testing, and refining solutions, and develop competency in practical and technological skills. This is what I meant when I said that it brings learning to do, the practice together with theory participation in working on prototypes and model making as part of technology and engineering classes was able to get students involved in hands-on projects. These activities help students to learn very important skills like problem solving, creativity, and teamwork and prepare them for real-world challenges. Working on these specific projects provides learning in depth about the concept as well as exposure to actual design, testing, and refining of solutions, which is really helpful for developing technology skills and practical competence for careers. Next is learning to be. The school conducts weekly mindfulness sessions to help students develop self awareness and manage stress. Weekly mindfulness in schools is learned manner of learning to be, which emphasizes personal development, emotional well being, and self awareness of children. These mindfulness classes help educate children on how to handle stress, emotional regulation, and the establishment of inner peace, enabling them to develop resilience and a positive outlook in life. Through reflection and discovery, mindfulness supports students in knowing more about themselves, making informed choices, and gaining confidence to have a well rounded and balanced life. Lastly, learning to live together. Regular team building exercises during physical education foster collaboration and mutual respect among classmates. Through the understanding, empathy, and respect of students for different cultures and traditions, the activities include cultural showcases, food fairs, or traditional performances, which enable students to learn about the values, beliefs, and practices of others, promoting a sense of inclusivity and appreciation for diversity. These events encourage dialogue and collaboration, enabling students to build social skills and develop a global perspective that is important for peaceful coexistence in an interconnected world. In category learners, before the 21st century, learners were passive with limited access to resources and diverse learning style. In the 21st century, learners are active, autonomous, and tech-savvy with access to global information. In category teachers, teachers were the primary source of knowledge, relying on traditional lecture-based methods. In the 21st century, teachers act as facilitators, encouraging critical thinking with continuous professional development. In category learning environment, before the 21st century, traditional classrooms with limited technology, teacher controlled spaces, and static communication. In the 21st century, flexible, dynamic environments combining physical and digital spaces, promoting collaboration and interactive learning. In category ways of learning, before the 21st century, learning was mainly through memorization and repetition in the face-to-face settings. In the 21st century, emphasis on critical thinking, problem solving, and blended learning in person online. Lastly, in category learning content, content was primarily delivered through textbooks and lectures with little change over time, and in the 21st century, learning content is digital, constantly evolving and adaptable, often delivered through multimedia and online resources. Preparing for a new journey in teaching as of the 21st century makes me understand my need to mold in this dynamically changing educational space of the global arena. Advanced technological improvements and different kinds of learning requirements combined with evolving teaching pedagogies make one necessarily need forward-looking flexibility. Technological literacy is first, with the more frequent use of digital tools, online platforms, and multimedia resources. It's important to become literate in their use to amplify learning experiences. These include such tools as collaborating on projects online, online assessment, and experiences that are tailor-made to specific learning styles. I will continue to be apprised of emerging technologies that include artificial intelligence and virtual reality, the future of learning in the classroom. Also, lifelong learning and professional development should always come first for me. I should continue adapting with changes in education through participation in workshops, membership in professional communities, and pursuit of advanced studies. It would assist me to develop some modern techniques like the flipped classroom, project-based learning, and inquiry-based learning. All of these activities contribute to enhancing students' ability in terms of thinking, creativity, and solving problems. Another key aspect is to foster an inclusive and supportive learning environment. As classrooms are becoming more diverse, it becomes essential to be culturally responsive and to make sure that each student feels valued and respected. This requires the awareness of different backgrounds, needs, and abilities of a student, and the adaptation of teaching strategies accordingly. Lastly, I will embrace a student-centered approach with an empowerment of students in charge of their learning process. This is about the promotion of collaboration, self-direction, and critical thinking that enables students to thrive in the interdependent and changing world. In being proactive, adaptable, and open to innovation, I will be very prepared for teaching in the 21st century.